Hello and welcome to my 44th water review for YouTube. Today is Friday, December 7th, 2018, and this week I will be reviewing Smart Water Sparkling. The regular Smart Water was my go-to bottled water for the better part of 3 years, and this is due to the very distinctive and nice design which really set the stage for other premium still waters. And also it had a really nice taste, in my opinion. I know some of you mineral water aficionados out there are going to argue with me on that, but I really liked the mix of electrolytes they had in their water. Now, with Smart Water Sparkling, which just came to Canada in the past year or two, I have some concerns, and I'm going to address them later on in this video, but hopefully my concerns don't come true. Starting off with company history and interestingness, I've already reviewed Smart Water, which you can watch by clicking the little eye in the top corner there. But just a quick recap, Smart Water is owned by Glaceau, a company that was purchased by Coca-Cola, and Coca-Cola has done a great job with ensuring that Smart Water has an excellent website and an excellent CSR program as well. They have a plant-based bottle which has 30% plant material in it. They also have a program where they recover and reuse bottles. They've actually managed to recover and reuse 59% of their bottles from 2017. And they also have a social initiative where they give loans to women entrepreneurs in developing countries. So a really strong, diverse portfolio of CSR initiatives. Smart Water is a vapor distilled water, which means they vaporize the water and then allow it to condense and collect it in barrels. And then they add electrolytes for taste, and that's what they've done on the still water and also on this sparkling water. Moving on to bottle design and materials, and this is where some of my gripes come in. The Smart Water still bottle is such an iconic design with the flat bottom, the unfettered sides, and then just overall great materials. The materials on the sparkling water are also excellent. The plastics for the bottle are great, the plastics for the cap are great, and the design is excellent. And where I really have an issue is with the bottom here. On the base, they've decided to go with a more dimpled shape. I don't know if this has to do with the fact that it's carbonated. Maybe that helps. If someone knows the answer, please feel free to comment down below. But I really don't like the way they've dimpled the bottom. I wish they had gone with the traditional flat bottom design. The label itself is excellent, just like the other Smart Water. It's completely glued on and seamless, and they've gone with a clear label as well, so you can't really tell that it's there. However, the color scheme I'm not such a huge fan of. I'm kind of torn on the color scheme. I love the colors of traditional Smart Water, but I think the lighter blue they went with on the sparkling just isn't as pleasing. I'm glad they did it so that you can distinguish it from the regular, but I wish they had chosen maybe a different color to go with. Like with Voss sparkling, it's a darker gray than the traditional Voss, which I will hopefully review later. But overall, I think the label design is quite nice. I do find these bubbles along the front of the label here to look a bit tacked on. They didn't really make it look very natural on the bottle. And because they've added minerals, I really would have liked to see a mineral table. The fact that there isn't a mineral table, but there's a nutrition facts table that says 0 on it everywhere, it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. So that's bottle design. Now we move on to taste and nose, and this is where one of my biggest concerns comes in. With other sparkling waters, you get all these interesting minerals that give it a very nuanced and complete, well-rounded taste. Now, because Smart Water vapor distills their water and completely purifies it, removing any trace minerals or whatnot from the water, and then they add their own collection, I don't know if the electrolytes that they've added are really going to give that same well-rounded, interesting, nuanced taste. So, on the nose, On the nose, you get a similar nose to Saint-Justin that I did last week, or Saint-Justin. It's got a kind of baking soda chalky note that might be from the calcium chloride they add, but it has like a baking soda chalky note with a slight kind of bitter sour note as well. And you get some of that metallicness as well from those electrolytes. That's what I really liked about the Smart Water Still, was that metallic electrolyte note that it had. Now on the taste has it doesn't have that nice sweet note, that sweet zesty kind of lemony orange note that you get from a lot of sparkling waters. It has that baking soda chalky note continues through. It's that metallic note carries through, but it's not, the metallic note really doesn't complement the other notes in this water well. It's kind of like sour, but not like a natural sour, and it leaves a little bit of a bitterness. There's no salt in this, but on the aftertaste I get kind of like a salty metallic residue. Overall, I think that them just trying to translate over the Smart Water Still into sparkling water was probably not the best idea. They should have gone from scratch and come up with a new recipe for their sparkling water. So on to final score. For company history and interestingness, their company is not terribly historical or interesting, but Coca-Cola did a great job with Glasso with ensuring that they had a great, fully featured website with lots of information and a very strong CSR program. So for company and history and interestingness, they get 2 out of 2.5 points. For bottle design and materials, I am on the fence about this. I think that they've distinguished the sparkling water enough from the still water that you wouldn't accidentally buy it one over the other, but in terms of like the design of the base, I'm not a huge fan of. I really am not a huge fan of the color scheme, and the lack of a mineral table isn't great either. So in terms of bottle design and materials, they get 1.75 out of 2.5 points. In terms of taste and nose, the taste and nose is really not great. They just tried to transplant that same electrolyte mix into their sparkling water, and it really missed the point here. I think they should really go with just regular mineral water or come up with a new recipe for the minerals they're going to add, because you really need that well-rounded, sweet, zesty note with some saltiness, maybe a bit of chalky kind of calcium notes. But the way they've done it, it just seems very jumbled and incomplete. So in terms of taste and nose, they get 1.75 out of 4 points. In terms of value, this 1 liter bottle costs $2 at my local grocery store, which isn't bad, but it puts itself in line with other sparkling premium waters. And I just don't think that Smart Water Sparkling competes against those sparkling premium waters in terms of taste, or even really in terms of company history either. So tallying it all up, they get half a point for value, meaning that overall Smart Water Sparkling got a 6 out of 10. I'm sure a lot of you will be surprised by that, seeing as Smart Water Still is at the top of our score list here. But really, I'm not too impressed with this new addition to the lineup. I think that just overall, they tried to kind of bring that what's great about Smart Water Still over to sparkling, and it just didn't work out well. In terms of the list where they stack up, they are below Radenska and just above Borjomi, so that puts them pretty far down the list in terms of sparkling waters. I'd really choose either Montpellier or San Pellegrino or Perrier. All 3 of those are excellent choices if you're looking for a sparkling water. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed watching this week. Please like, comment down below recommending the next water I should review. I will probably do some, maybe like a month of a specific kind of type of water. I was thinking maybe I could do some coconut waters over the Christmas holidays, but please let me know if that's what you'd like me to do. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you all next week. Thank you.